Well, good morning. This is Wander on day 205 of my Appalachian Trail journey. I just left Poplar Ridge Shelter and I'm headed for Spalding something shelter. And so yesterday was a wet, miserable day, and today's supposed to be more of the same. I think my backpack seems like a lot heavier because of all the wet clothes that are in there. Whoa. So, yeah, it's tomorrow's supposed to be better, and today's only an 8-mile day. Don't know what tomorrow is. I'm taking a detour that's not measured. I'll know at the end of the day. So I got a steep descent, level off, then a climb at the end. So it's this big U. Once I get past this little tiny climb here at the beginning, leaving camp, then it starts dropping. But rained all night. Just a light rain, not a heavy pouring downpour, not like that. But everything up here is wet though, so gotta watch your step. So, all right. As always, I will bring you back if I got something to share. Okay, so this is the high point for this morning. Poplar Ridge, elevation 3120. Air's just a little bit clear today, but not much. Let's keep going. Light rain is still coming down. So now we got drop for the next mile or so. Well, I've come to a river that I've got to try to find a way across. One guy said go downstream a ways, but there's no way to get downstream. Looks like maybe they've gone upstream. So maybe I'll try that. If I go here, I don't know that, there may be a place, my waterproof boots, maybe I could get to that, maybe. Or maybe I'll go up to where the big jumble's at up there. It looks like people have gone that way, so we'll see. All right, let's get across, and then the trail's right there, going back in the woods. I made it across, without too much damage. I don't think my waterproof boot is waterproof anymore because I think I can feel it soaking in. Anyhow, still misty right now, but raining off and on. And I've got to climb up through there. So I'm trying to climb up out of this river gorge, going up and up and up. Looks like I got turned around, but I just came up there. Continue climbing. A little water feature for you. Well, apparently we've joined up with some other trail. There's some yellow blazers here and a pink tie. Those don't usually mean anything as far as I can tell. But we're still on the AT. It's been continuous rain, very light. But every now and then just like a second ago, it felt like it came down pretty hard. But nothing like a Texas gully washer though. So I've got a little over 3¼ miles in, about 8-mile day, so less than 4.75 to go. I've got to get water here in about 1.5 miles. I've been pretty dry, humid as it is out here. It doesn't help me. I'm thirsty and drinking a lot, so. All right, the trail beckons upward. This is Sluice Brook. I think there's 2 parts to it. You got this little piece right in front of me, which doesn't have much flow, but I think right up over here, so I can get up there without falling and slipping, or slipping and falling. I think is a bigger part of this Sluice Brook. Yep. Nice little water feature here. Alright, let's see if I can find some good way to get across. Well, this is a nice little river I just got water at. Drank about a bottle and then filled up my other 2 bottles. Now I gotta find a way to cross. I think it's up that way a little bit. Cuts through the woods here. Looks like that's the trail, so, or the path people are taking. Alright, I'll talk to you later. This is higher up that same river where I got water at. I just passed a trail crew who are busy out here putting some rock steps in. Okay, here's another nice little view. That's Lone Mountain, headed to scheduled stop of Spalding Mountain Lean-To, 2.2 miles. It is about 22 minutes after 11, so got 2.2 miles to go. If I could maintain a 2-mile-an-hour pace, I'd be there in an hour, but these trails have a way of putting obstacles in your path. So a little breeze up here. Okay. All right, I'm gonna put the camera away and see if I can't use both trekking poles and maybe make some decent time off this mountain. Good sign, Mount Abraham Trail. Going that way. Pair of socks if you need them. And we're going on Spalding Mountain Lean-To, 1.1 miles. That is the privy for the Spalding Mountain Lean-To, which is up that way on the Blue Blaze. Yeah, it's you're exposed. Phew, you smell it from here. Spalding Mountain Lean-To. I am not going to stop. I got other plans. It's what time is it? It's 12:30. So I plan on hiking another 4.25 miles if my calculations are correct. Maybe a little more than that. But so yeah, I'm not going to stop there. I met a guy on the trail just a few minutes back, and he says, I told him, he says, I said, I may stay at Spalding and continue on. He says, well, I just left there 30 minutes ago. Your best bet is to continue on. So I go, okay. So I am continuing on. All right. The trail has changed a bit here. It's pretty nice on the other side of the lean-to. Now it's a little more rocky and it is rocky. All right, not a flat, even trail. Let's put it that way. Spider webs. Okay, just came across this plaque. Thought you'd like to see that. All right. I haven't filmed much today because of the rain, but you can see the trail is flooded in a lot of spots, and I suspect a lot of the little streams that I passed are normally dry. And then I just noticed that the clouds are rolling in again like they did yesterday. So, but my day's getting shorter. Okay, I've come to this junction and got a sign there. Sign here, Appalachian Trail, Sugarloaf Mountain, 0.5 mile. And Spalding Mountain, that's where it came from. So that sign back there was an AT sign, and they had markers marking this way, and they didn't give any explanation as to why, but there is a river 2 miles downstream, and that has a tendency to flood every now and then. The Carabasset River, and when you get a lot of rain, it makes the river impassable. You can't cross it. Now, I don't know if all the rain we've had in the past 2 days is enough to make an impact on it. I don't know, but you have to hike 2 miles down an elevation down the trail to find out if you can cross it or not. If you can't, you got to turn around and hike back up to here, and then take this path. So I am waterlogged. My boots squish every time I step, and sometimes my heels make suction sounds as I'm stepping. So, and all my clothes are wet. I'm carrying extra weight because yesterday's clothes were soaking wet, and they don't dry out when you got 100% humidity. So I just got wet clothes in my backpack that I'm carrying, along with the wet clothes that I'm wearing. So I was supposed to spend the night at Spalding Mountain Shelter, then do this hike tomorrow. But like I mentioned earlier, the guy said, best keep going. Which, at that point, I'd already decided I was going to hike out today. And so that's my plan. That's why I'm doing it. And I may miss a couple AT miles, but I'm making up for them for this. So looks like Brother John is texting me somewhat. I guess better look and see what he's got to say. Powder blue blazers. Looks like they meant to paint it blue and had some leftover white paint, mixed it together to give that baby blue. Alright, I need to put you away. And I got a half mile of climbing. I read on the app there's supposed to be a spring here, about 2 miles up. And not 2 miles, 2/10 of a mile up. So you can go in there and scoop up your water, get some water if you want. Fortunately, I got plenty to get me to the top, so that won't be necessary. So far the climb's been steady, but nothing I haven't seen before. Well, there's no views behind me, but I must be getting close to something. I got these yellow markers all over the place. There is a AT survey point here. So whatever the reason, I don't know, it is definitely an AT trail. All right, almost to the top, I think. It's orange rope crossed here. Don't know what it's for, but all right. I see a blue blaze here. Oh, I'm not at the top of the mountain yet. So I'm still climbing. Alright, let's put this phone away and climb. I've been walking down this ski slope for a while now. And up in the distance, I can see the buildings. I think the lodge or the inn or whatever they call it. I see a parking lot. That's what I'm looking for, is that parking lot. Yeah, right there. All right, got a distance to go yet. All right, there's Brother John. My chariot awaits. All right, so I just came down off Sugarloaf Mountain up there, and that was quite the arduous descent coming down. So anyhow, Brother John is here, and that gives me a 0 for tomorrow because I combined 2 days. All right, I'll let you go, and that's all for today.